Good morning, student. Today I will start a new chapter, that is environmental issue. See, this chapter is very easy. That's why I discuss this chapter with the help of book. Let's talk about this chapter. Actually, environment is what? Environment is the surrounding, and this surrounding is fulfilled is covered with various important kinds of substances which are directly involve or directly help to survival of all living beings. Clear? So if any imbalances occur in the environment, or if any imbalances in the biosphere, is called environmental pollution. So this environmental issue basically involve the pollutions. There are various kind of pollutions at the present time, and the factors behind the pollutions is not a single. It may be natural factors as well as anthropological factors. Anthropological factors means those negative work, those human activity. It is related to the human activity. When these element, these natural and man-made activities increases the pollution level. Now, so what is the exact definition of pollution? Actually, pollution is very difficult to define, because no one factors involving in pollutions. Clear? But still, the definition of pollutions which are given in your book, that is any undesirable changes in the physical, chemical or biological condition of our land and water that may have a harmful effect upon human life or on desirable species. So कोई भी अनडिज़ायरेबल चेंजेस जो कि फिज़िकल, केमिकल और बायोलॉजिकल कंडीशंस में होता है, और उस अनडिज़ायरेबल चेंज की वजह से हार्मफुल इफ़ेक्ट ह्यूमन लाइफ एज वेल एज स्पीशीज़ पर देखने को मिलता है. सो दिस इज़ कॉल्ड पोल्यूशंस. In another terms, pollutions may indicate that substances or energy introduced into the environment that are potentially harmful or that interfere with man's use of his environment. So in this definition, substances or energy, these are directly involve to negative, or they affect negative of they involve in the negative effect on the living organism. Clear? And these substances is called as a pollutants. So what is pollutants? Pollutants are any substances which causes pollution. These substances can be anything. Clear? Basically, we all know that our environment, our atmosphere, water, and soil, and others are these are the very important essential element for all living beings. Clear? Because they contains a lot of chemicals which are present in very adequate amount. So due to this adequate amount of chemicals which are present in atmosphere as well as water and others, they are helpful to all living beings. Clear? So if we take an example, the atmosphere, what is the composition of atmosphere? Actually, we all know that 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, 0.004% carbon dioxide, and inert gases and water vapors. These are the chemicals which forms our atmosphere. And due to this adequate amount of chemicals present in atmosphere that are helpful to the all living beings for their survival. Clear? So this is the good atmosphere composition. If any changes in this in the atmospheric substances, in the atmospheric chemicals, they are negatively affect on all living to all living beings. क्लियर? अगर एटमॉस्फेयर की कॉम्पोजिशन में चेंजेस हो जाए, अब चेंजेस कैसे होगा? अगर सपोज़ कीजिए कि एनवायरनमेंट में प्लांट्स ना हो, तो जो भी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड हम रिलीज़ करते हैं, जो भी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एक्सहेल करते हैं, तो उस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को एब्जॉर्ब करने के लिए अगर कोई प्लांट्स नहीं रहें, तो उससे क्या होगा? उससे ये होगा कि एटमॉस्फेयर में एनवायरनमेंट में कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन गिवन अमाउंट से ज़्यादा हो जाएगा। जब ये गिवन अमाउंट से ज़्यादा हो जाएगा तो ये एडवर्स इफेक्ट शो करेगा टू द ह्यूमन बीइंग सेल्फ एज वेल एज अदर काइंड ऑफ एनिमल्स, अदर काइंड्स ऑफ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म। तो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज अ पोल्यूशन। सो इन सभी चीज़ों का केमिकल बैलेंस होना, चाहे वो वाटर में हो, चाहे सॉइल में हो, चाहे एटमॉस्फेयर में हो, ये सभी को ये एक गुड साइन है। लेकिन जब इन्हीं केमिकल्स का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन हाई हो जाता है, अमाउंट ज़्यादा हो जाए, तो दैट विल नोन एज अ पोल्यूटेंट्स which causes the pollutions. Clear? So pollutants is a substances which affect adversely or alter the environment by changing the growth rate of species, interferes with food chains. Clear? So all these important activities for living beings get harmed by the pollutants. So the Environmental Protection Act 1986 of clear, it defines pollutants. It defines pollutants as any solid, liquid or gaseous substances present in concentration as may be or tend to injurious to environment. And in the environmental pollutions means the presence in the environment of any environmental pollutants. So Environmental Protection Act ने 1986 एक्चुअली ये जब भोपाल में गैस त्रासदी हुई थी साइनाइड की वजह से, मेथिल साइनाइड की वजह से। तो उसके बाद ये इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने एक एक्ट बनाया था जिसको नाम दिया गया एनवायरमेंटल प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट। तो इसके अकॉर्डिंग इन्होंने पॉल्यूटेंट्स को कैसे डिफ़ाइन किया है। इन्होंने बोला है कि पॉल्यूटेंट्स सॉलिड, लिक्विड एंड गैसियस सब्सटेंसेस होते हैं जो कि कॉन्सेंट्रेशन में प्रेजेंट होते हैं, जो कि उनका कॉन्सेंट्रेशन प्रेजेंट होता है और उसकी वजह से इन्वायरमेंट हार्म हो जाता है। तो इन्होंने इस तरीके से पोल्यूटेंट्स को डिफ़ाइन किया है। नाउ on the basis of the degradation of pollutants, on the basis of the materials or substances, pollutants categorized in two types: non-degradable pollutants and degradable pollutants. So what are non-degradable pollutants? Those substances, those chemicals which never be degraded, which are not degraded. Clear? So those substances, those chemicals which are not degraded, that is considered as a non-degradable pollutants. So what example of the non-degradable pollutants? Such as waste glasses, plastics, phenolics, aluminium cans, and some other poisonous chemicals such as pesticides, mercury salts. These are do not degrade. So they are not degraded, and they if they degrade, their process is very slow in the natural environment. So that is called non-degradable pollutants. These pollutants are biologically magnified. Means what is means they pass from one biological system to another biological system. Because they are not degraded, so that's why it is called biologically magnified. Now come to one second pollutants type, that is degradable pollutants. Biodegradable pollutants, those chemicals, those materials, those substances which are degraded, that is known as the biodegradable pollutants. So this is example क्या है? domestic sewage, cloth, paper, wood, they are actually get degraded by natural process like decomposition. Clear? So these chemicals are important because they are totally degraded by the microorganism in the by the process of decomposition. So this is the types of pollutants. So there are, and now come to on discuss the types of pollutions. As we know that there are very different kinds of pollution in recent days, such as air pollutions, water pollutions, soil pollutions, thermal pollutions, radioactive pollutions, noise pollutions. So these are all very harmful pollutions for all living beings. If we talk about the air pollutions or atmospheric pollutions, so as we know that in atmosphere, the composition of atmosphere is nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, inert gases, and water vapors. So these are the and these chemicals are present in very adequate amount in the atmosphere. But if any changes in the atmospheric substances, in the atmospheric chemicals, so it leads to air pollutions. It leads to pollutions in the air. How the chemical composition of atmosphere get changed? What are the reason behind it? Actually, there are various kind of factors, various kind of reason which involve to pollute into pollution to air pollutions. Clear? So let's talk about the air sources of air pollution. These air pollution result from gaseous emissions from transport vehicle system, industrial thermal power stations, automobile, domestic combustion, and these are the anthropological factors which involve in the pollutions of atmosphere. Now come to on natural factors, natural sources which are involved in the pollutions, air pollution. So that is volcanic eruptions, forest fire, natural organic and inorganic decays let out large quantity of harmful dust and sulfurous gases. So clear? So natural volcanic eruptions, natural fires, इस इन सभी में जो गैसेस रिलीज़ होती हैं सच एस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड, सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड एंड अदर काइंड्स ऑफ ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ केमिकल अदर chemicals. So these are increase in the it affect the chemical composition of air, and it leads to polluted the air atmosphere. Clear? So this is the main sources of air pollution. Industries and automobiles gives out huge amount of gases like carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, fluorides, large amount of carbon particles which are called smokes. These are the important factors of air pollution. Cement factories emitted large amount of dust. Food and fertilizer industries emitted many gaseous pollutants. Thermal power stations produce fly ashes, sulfur dioxide. Clear? These are the important climatic important sources from where various kind of chemicals releases and mixed with the atmosphere, so that the atmosphere get polluted. Clear? And now air pollutants classified into two main groups: gaseous pollutants and particulate pollutants. So air pollutants includes or categorized into two groups: gaseous pollutants and particulate pollutants. Let's talk about the gaseous pollutants. So gaseous pollutants, as already discussed, that industries, automobiles, cement factories, thermal power stations, these are involved. These are continuously having releasing various kind of gases. Clear? So these gases involve the oxides of carbon, oxides of sulfurs, hydrocarbons, hydrogen sulfide, oxides of nitrogen, hydrogen fluoride, hydrocarbons. These are such oxides of chemicals which are involving to pollute the air. And what are the sources of oxide of carbons? Actually, major carbon air pollutants such as carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. They are released by the composition of fossil fuels and automobiles exhausted. Clear? Carbon monoxide account for more than 50% total weight of pollutants added in atmosphere. Now, oxides of sulfurs is most common pollutants, and they are released by the fossil fuel combustion of sulfur containing fossil fuels. Clear? Oil refineries, sulfuric acid manufacturing industries, fertilizer industries, paper and pulp industries, they are involving to releasing this oxides of sulfurs, which are very harmful to the air. Now, hydrogen sulfides and the other sulfur compounds, these are actually releases from the natural gas refining, manufacturing of coke, paper industry, distillation of tar and petroleum. These are the industry which involving the releasing the hydrogen sulfide. Clear? And oxides of nitrogen also important pollutants of air, and it is releases from the automobile and these are also byproduct of some chemical industries, nitric acid, nylon intermediates. These are the important sources for nitrogen. uh, Next, hydrogen fluorides. uh, these are also important pollutants and hazardous pollutants. They are they are liberated mainly from aluminum smelting industries. Clear? fertilizer fertilizer industries, ceramic and other kinds of industries which are continuously releasing the hydrogen fluorides. So all these chemicals are known as a gaseous pollutants, which continuously uh, affect the air pollutions. Now come to on second, aldehyde, organic acid and other kinds of secondary pollutants. These actually secondary pollutants releases from the automobiles, and nitrous oxides produced in combustion of petroleum and react with hydrogen other fuels emitted the atmosphere from ozone in the sunlight. Then ozone react with hydrocarbon to form series of compounds such as PAN. PAN is very important and harmful chemicals releases. Its full name is peroxyacyl nitrate. Clear? In the sunlight, oxides of nitrogen and hydrocarbons reacts to produce photochemical smog. So this is the smog. Clear? So this smog, photochemical smog, is highly oxidizing pollutant comprising largely ozone, nitrous oxides, hydrogen peroxides and other kinds of peroxides. These are the secondary pollutants of the air. Particulate pollutants, those pollutants which may be solid or liquid. That is smoke, photochemical smog, and pesticides, heavy metals, radioactive elements. These are included in particulate pollutants. The gaseous product of fuel combustion emitted from factories and automobiles contains particles of heavy metals such as cadmium, copper, lead, zinc, etc. These are also released in the atmosphere, which is not shows the adverse harmful effect to the living beings. Clear? So these are the important pollutants of air which actually involve the air pollutions.